Hello students, in last video we have already seen that what does a series mean. Now we will start with the types of series. So series has mainly been divided into two parts, individual series and frequency series. So let's understand first what does an individual series mean. In individual series, we will always have a single line of data. Okay, there will be no frequencies, no class range, nothing. We will just have a simple line of data. For example, here we are having roll number wise marks of students. So it is just a single line data for us. We are only having their marks as per their roll number. So individual series can be either in serial number wise, ascending order or descending order. We will just have a single line of data here. So this will be known as individual series. Now the second type of series is frequency series, and frequency series is further divided into two parts, discrete or frequency array, and second one is frequency distribution. So what does a discrete or frequency array mean? Discrete, we have already seen that the numbers will be in the form of complete numbers. There will be no fractional values or pointwise values. Number will be in complete form. So it will be discrete. Okay. And also always remember that in discrete series we will always have a frequency of numbers. Okay. There will be frequency along with it. Now what is frequency, what are telebars? We will understand this with this example. Here for example we are having marks of some students, 5 students. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. These are the marks which students have received. Now we are having frequency. So here it is 2, 5, 7, 4, 2. What does frequency mean is that how many times does a particular number occur in a data, that is known as the frequency. Okay, for example here we are having 2, so here we mean that 2 students have got 11 marks. Okay, since here we are having 5, so what we understand that frequency is 5, so 12 has occurred 5 times. It means that 5 students have got 12 marks. Same here, here frequency is 7 in 13 marks. So there are 7 students who have got 13 marks, which means that 13 has occurred 7 times in our data. Okay, so this is frequency, that how much time the particular number is occurring in a data. Now these frequencies are presented or represented in a particular manner, in a manner of telebars. Okay, so how are these presented? We simply just draw a single line which represents the unit of 1. Suppose here the frequency is 2 and we want to represent it in telebars, so we will just draw two single lines, as you can see. So this is the representation in telebars. Also remember that continuously we can draw 4 single lines, but the fifth one has to be a cross one. As you can see, if we want to represent 5 in telebars, then it will be 1, 2, 3, 4 single lines, and fifth one will cross it. So this overall will represent 5. Suppose we are to write 7, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4 single lines, then fifth one will cross it, and then 2 separate lines. So this is the method when a particular number is represented in a form of telebars. Okay, and this was overall our discrete series, in which we have seen that the numbers will also have frequency with it, which also can be represented in telebars. Now the second one in frequency series is frequency distribution. Okay, frequency distribution, in which we will see that we will always have the numbers in a range form. Okay, whatever data we are having, this is our variable form marks. So here we were having complete numbers, but here we see that the marks or the numbers are not in a complete form, but these are in the form of range. Okay, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. So we see a range of numbers here, and their frequencies are given. Here it means that from 0 to 10, 9 students are there who have scored marks from 0 to 10. Here 4 students are there who have secured marks from 10 to 20. So this works in this manner. In this some terminologies are given. This we will understand along with the example. First term is class. That what is a class? So here we see range is given 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. So a particular range, a single range is known as class. Okay, here 0 to 10 is a class. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. These all represent our class. Second is class limits. Class limits has two parts, lower limit and upper limit. So in a class, suppose we are taking example of 0 to 10, first class. So here our 0 will be lower limit and 10 will be upper limit. In the same way we will see that in this one 10 will be lower limit and 20 will be upper limit. So this was our class limits. Third is class height or magnitude. It is represented by I or H. How do we find the class height? So simply when we subtract lower limit from the upper limit or upper minus lower, we will get our class height. Suppose if we have to take the class height of this one, so 10 minus 0, upper limit minus lower limit, it will be 10. So height of this class is 10. In the same way second one, 20 minus 10, it will be 10 only. So our class height will be 10. Then we have mid value. How to find the mid value of a class? Mid value can be found by lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So we have lower limit 0 and upper limit 10. So 0 plus 10 divided by 2. We get 5. So the mid value of this class will be 5. In the same way if we have to find this one, so 10 plus 20, lower plus upper, divided by 2. So 30 divided by 2, we will get 15. So the mid value will be 15 here. So these were some of the terminologies and how we can find them. So overall this was the types of series. Now we have some more types in frequency distribution that we will cover in the next video. Thank you students.